Hey guys, this is Anthony from AE Tally Construction, where we make construction easy. Today we're going to talk to you about our 2025 year-end recap. 2025 was a crazy year. All right, but listen, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. New subscriptions often lead to new viewership, and new viewership often leads to new projects, and new projects is why we're here. We got to keep the doors open. We got to keep things moving. Again, this is 2025 year-end recap. 2025 was crazy, but 2025 being crazy is a testament to AE Tally Construction. We were built on crazy. Okay, what I mean by that is in 2008, when the bottom fell out and the economy was in free for all, we started AE Tally Construction, and we've never looked back. Since then, there's been so many different things that have happened that we have tested the waters and gone through. 2010 was another one of those situations where things got crazy. You know, the stock market had crashed, and there were a lot of fluctuations in the rates, and consumer confidence was down then again. Skip fast forward. We had a couple years of growth, and then we went through the pandemic. The pandemic was another crazy time, and we're still having some effects from the pandemic right now, and we got through it. In fact, we made some decent money during the pandemic. 2025 was another one of those years, and we kind of feel the same way. We probably didn't make the same kind of money, and even if we did, it doesn't seem like it, because it was so crazy. There was so much uncertainty and so much emotional baggage and emotional stress that came with 2025. But we're standing through. This is not a channel that we want to talk about all the negatives. We want to talk about the positive. We want to talk about the wins. We want to talk about where we're going. In 2025, we had some wins. We've had some great wins in 2025. Number one, we have continued in our construction process. We have continued in our recurring customers, our recurring customer base, which really, it just speaks to who AE Tally Construction is. Number one, if you know us, you know a little bit about us. We do a lot of mainline projects. Why do we do a lot of mainline projects? Because we know some mainline people. And once you do one job, it's like the internet. It's whatever's trending, and we trend in the mainline area. We did a kitchen, we did a bathroom, we did an addition, we did a new house construction, we did a 10,000 square foot build in Newtown Square. We did so much stuff in the mainline area. It's just one of our bread and butters. But look, we're heavily grounded in the city as well. We have some stuff in the city, and all the areas of the city. We're not just in Brewery Town and Northern Liberties. And I really don't even like those areas because they're just too congested. But we're in other areas of the city. We're in West Philly. We're in North Philly. We're downtown. We have a proven track record, so we'll go where the job takes us. We don't typecast and say we only want the two common people. We only want the people that have the money to cut a check. We go where the projects take us. We always say it's like the mall, where you have the anchor stores on the end, where you have Nordstrom's and you have Macy's. I'm a Nordstrom's guy, and you have all the little stores in between. That's how our construction company is. Sometimes we're doing the bigger projects like the ground up construction. Sometimes we're doing new constructions where we're doing our single family houses, our townhouse builds, our large additions. But sometimes we're doing the small mom and pops. The mom and pops help us eat, and together it's a good meal. If you're any type of serious investor or you know anything about some finances, diversity is the key. You can't put all your eggs in one basket, and we try not to put all our eggs in one basket. So, we're happy about the wins that we've had. Specifically, on our rental side and on our fix and flip side, we did a lot of projects. We did a couple of townhouses in Elkins Park. We did, and those videos are coming out soon. We did a project in North Philly. We did a project in West Philly and Oak Lane, West Oak Lane. No, what is that called? Winfield. I'm a Jersey boy, so it's kind of hard for me to figure them all out. So we've got quite a few projects that we have taken down in this last 12 months. Now, that doesn't say that things weren't difficult. We're constantly getting calls from people and asking from other contractors saying, "You got any work? Can you sub me any work?" And, in times past, we will sub a little work here and there, but now things are a little lean, so we just try to make sure that we keep our guys eating. We keep our main subcontractors, the Matts, Matt is our HVAC guy, our plumber, Wayne, our electrician, Carter or Edmond. We try to keep those guys moving, because without your subcontractors and without your team, you're really nowhere. You're really nobody. We can't do this thing all on our own. And then our steady eddies, which is our guys that work on a day-to-day basis. They work, those are our regular guys that just work our 9 to 5, 40 hours. We really need to make sure that we keep them moving. So this video here is going to be a two-part video. It will be too difficult to recap 2025 in one video. So we'll have a two-part. The second part of the video is going to talk about the segue into 2026. What needs to happen, what you need to do, how you need to prepare yourself. Yes, we are mentors, and yes, we are mentored. But as a mentor, we try to let people know what is coming. We try to let people know as much as we can see, because some things you can't see. We try to let them know how to prepare yourself, whether that be to educate yourself more, whether that be breaking into some crypto, your portfolio, saving more money, being a little bit more cognizant as to discretionary spending, what needs to happen. So again, this is Anthony from AE Tally Construction. We still have a couple more things that we're going to get into, but if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. We always love the new subscriptions because they really, really help us out. We love even just regular comments or sharing the videos. We want to talk a little bit about some more wins for 2025. And some of those wins are our lenders. We have a lender who said, "Anthony, you find it, we fund it." And it's not just a slogan. We've done 6 or 7 properties with them so far, our own properties, and they have confidence in us. And that's huge. We have a lot of larger projects that they can't fund. They just don't go up to those dollar amounts. So we are looking for funding sources for those. We are looking for strategic partners to come in and help us finance some of the larger projects. These are development projects. These are projects that are 10 units, 15 units, 20 unit buildings, and they're good opportunities for people that have some cash that they want to deploy to be able to bring some money back home. So our contact information is down below. If you're one of those guys that are looking to deploy some cash to get a good return on your investment, please give us a call. We'd love to have a conversation with you, and I think you'll love to be connected with us because we don't disappoint. One of our characters are, you'll never see any bad review. I won't say you'll never see a bad review. We got one, and that was because we didn't get back to the lady in time. And not that I'm minimizing it, but the lady, she texted us on our secondary line at 6 a.m. one morning. The next day, I didn't get back to her, and I got a bad review. So you live and you learn, and you got to take the good with the bad. Overall, people will tell you AE Tally Constructions, we're conscientious. We have a fiduciary responsibility to our customers. We are very responsible and responsive as it relates to keeping the house clean. We do the things that we need to do so we can continue to stay working, as we have done in the last 12 months. And we expect to stay even more busy in 2026. So if you have a project that you need to be completed, please give us a call. If you're looking for employment, please give us a call. You got to meet the criteria. We have a robust internship process, and so we work with a lot of young interns, but we work with some older interns as well. There's been some difficulty with jobs and job security. So we've got a couple older guys that come on with us. They want to learn the trade. They want to learn how to be an investor, and it's a reciprocal relationship. We're not just giving to them. They're giving to us. They're giving to us their expertise, their responsibility, and even the young folks. They're giving to us their ability to help us navigate and get through AI and some of those other components like social media management and stuff like that. So once again, this is Anthony from AE Talley Construction signing out on part 1 of 2025 recap. We really are excited about 2026. We really are hopeful that people come up with their plan for 2026, because you can't go with status quo. Going into the next year without having a business plan, a financial plan, a personal plan is not going to be something that's going to be well received. Right now, we're in such a tumultuous and trying time, and the world economy system is changing. We're going into a crypto system. We have other forces that are coming against us, and you got to be prepared. If you're not prepared, you're going to get taken down. So give us a call. If you need some help, we can help you. Not that we're experts on everything, because we have a mentor as well. We speak to our mentor periodically. We get advice from them as well. Obviously, they're in much better shape than we are, much more seasoned, and they're just really there just to give us advice to help us navigate our way through. But again, this is Anthony from AE Talley Construction signing out on 2025, which was a decent year. And we're going into 2026, which I believe is going to be a magnificent year. Just like during the pandemic time. Most people didn't make any money. We made a ton of money during the pandemic, and we didn't gorge people. Anyway, signing out. Peace. See you on the next one.